Gotta love the behind the scenes content, but we are back with another draft profile, and it's excitement all through this video because we're talking about the best player in this draft, potentially Cravante. I ain't gotta say too much else. Two words, Travis Hunter. When I say that name, what do you feel? How does it make you just smile with excitement watching a football player like him?
Man, what a time to pick at the top of the draft. Um, and you have the opportunity to draft. This is this is one of those things where he has the potential to be a generational type of talent. He's elite, and we can say he's either one or two in this draft. I really want a 1A between him and Abdul Carter, who are the pretty much the two best players in this draft. But the fact that he's able to be elite, and I don't use that term loosely, and a lot of people do, and I don't. But he is elite at two positions. One of them being a premium position. When you know them premium positions that we talk about, it ain't really but four of them. They trying to add a fifth one in wide receiver, but it's really quarterback, left tackle, cornerback, edge rusher. That's really it. Wide receiver, depending on who you talk to, it could be a fifth one, could be wide receiver. But even in that adds more value to him because he does the wide receiver thing and the quarterback thing very, very, very well. So um going down the list, like I said, his scouting report has to be one of the longer ones than the average player because he plays two different positions. Um, but very fluid. Very, very, very fluid. And again, if you're elite at cornerback and wide receiver, the ball skills are there. He has elite level ball skills as a wide receiver and a corner. It can find the ball with ease, which is something that's you think should come naturally, but it doesn't. And it seems to come very natural for him. Great upside with speed and body control. Again, fluid in the hips. He can. Oh gosh, Jesus
Oh man.
Look, and this is the so I looked his position up and it says athlete. Look at him. Look at him. Did he do between his legs? Did he do between his legs? Dunk, Oh, he could shoot too. Like, bro, he could have played if he had more time, he probably could have hooped too. He probably could have hooped for the Buffaloes. Like, look at him. Now, I'm sure Dion wasn't pleased with him playing basketball because brother, you gonna be a top 3 pick in the NFL draft, but just look at the athleticism is absurd. Oh, he can shoot too. Um, but a top tier athlete, like what? Like, what are we doing? I'm not saying he could have went to the NBA, but he could have dominated on the D1 level though. Look, and like what
Yes.
he's like 6'2". He's
He
like
could
six
start
two,
for Colorado basketball team.
and he's 6 feet. He's 6'2", 6.
Well,
He's like
Cravante,
six
he's
feet.
actually he's 6 feet. He's only 6 feet.
My gosh. I,
You want the
it's
measurables? I'll give you the measurables.
sure run him down.
Real quick, because it's a lot. 6 feet tall. I thought he was a little bigger, but he plays
I,
big. I guess that goes
I
into
think
the whole
he
notion
plays
of,
much bigger than his
you know,
size. I swore he was 6'2". I gave him 6'2".
6 feet tall, 188. He was the number one recruit, Cravante. Remember, coming out in
Yeah,
2022, went to Jackson State with Dion.
right.
That, his first season there, 10 passes broken up as a freshman, 2 picks as a corner. 18 receptions, 188 yards, 10.4 and a catch, 4 touchdowns. So that's first year. Then they go to Colorado. Receptions, 5 PBUs, 30 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. First team all defense. As a receiver, 57 receptions, 721 yards, 12.75 touchdowns. Remember, he missed 3 games because of the lung. So he would have had over 1,000 yards receiving.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
the Heisman year, 4 interceptions, 11 passes broken up, only allowed 23 catches, only 1 touchdown on 41 targets. So 23 catches on 41 targets, 1 touchdown. 15 receiving touchdowns, 1,258 yards, 96 receptions, 13.1 per reception, 35 tackles, 1 forced fumble as well. Are you not entertained?
You just described three separate people to me, and it's one person. It's one person. My gosh, he's supremely gifted athlete. Um if and the leaping ability is crazy. We seen him hoop, so he can get up to 10 feet, no problem. You see what I'm saying? Um Elite level, he's borderline elite level speed. Do you what did do we have any stats on him on his 40?
I don't think he ran a 40. I don't think he
I don't
ran
think,
one.
not that he needed to, not that he needed to, but the tape speaks for itself. If I can guess, he's probably sub 4.4. If I can guess. Um, like I said, great attributes for wide receivers. As a wide receiver, can probably be a little bit more how do I say, fluid in his route running. The feet are great. But and Steve Smith, and it's funny because I was just talking about I was just about to say Steve Smith pointed something out about when he dropped his hands. Defenses, DBs will pick up on that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that's small though. You know what I'm saying? Whoever he gets with, he'll still he'll get better with that. But as a natural athlete, you can put him damn near anywhere. And the ball skills, like I said before, as with ball skills, that's something that's not everybody doesn't have that like naturally. And him being a elite level receiver, turn into elite level corner, he'll get a bunch of PBUs and a bunch of interceptions. He'll have a bunch of opportunities unless he turns to lockdown and they only want to throw to his side. But anytime you try him, he'll get his hands on the ball. Which is this is a great problem to have. Where do you put him? Do you put him at cornerback and sprinkle him in on certain packages on offense? Because depending on what your needs are, because let's say he goes at worst, let's say he goes to 4 to the Patriots. They got Gonzo on one side of the field. They could put Travis Hunter on the other side of the field, and they'll be treacherous on the defensive side of the ball. Or you could put them on the side. They just picked up Stephon Diggs. You could put them on the side with Stephon Diggs, and Drake May has 2 new targets. You know what I'm saying? Like the versatility is through the roof with this guy. But now that the Giants are being goofy with their quarterback situation, and I get it, Daboll wants to keep his job, but bringing in Russell Wilson and James Winston, they're probably going best player available. And in this draft, there's no way Travis Hunter should go past 3. No way. I understand the Browns taking up Dual Carter at 2, but there's no way he should go past the Giants at 3. And with them, they have a pretty elite level defensive line. You could put them on the defensive side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? Lock up one side of the field. Throw in a couple packages on offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, where do you need? Where can you utilize his services? Now, that could be a catch-22 because him playing 2 ways in high school is one thing. Him playing 2 ways at college is another thing. But in the NFL, it's probably better. And coming from Stephen A. Smith, Lord, Steve Smith Sr., they pay craftsmen. If you're a jack of all trades, you get treated like Deebo Samuel. But if you're a craftsman, you get treated like, Patrick Surtain. You know what I'm saying? Justin Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? And you can see the difference in contracts because Deebo Samuels is a jack of all trades. Deebo Samuel's not making top 5 money. Patrick Surtain is making top 3 cornerback money. Justin Jefferson is making, well, now top 2 wide receiver money. You know what I'm saying? So it just previously the highest paid wide receiver until Jamar Chase came around. So I think it's in Travis Hunter's best interest, or well, along with Travis Hunter and whoever picks him, to like, hey, let's focus on one, and you could be an all-pro at this one, and your stock will be crazy when it's time to get paid, and we get better production out of you as a cornerback or wide receiver. And I'm not saying he can't do both. I'm just saying he can't do both full time. That's all I'm saying. I'd love to see Travis Hunter in on certain packages. For me personally, I put him at corner because it's harder to find good corners than wide receivers, because wide receivers come into the league year one killing. Cornerbacks, it's a little bit harder transition, but when you got them, you keep them. Them premium positions, them quarterbacks, left tackles, edge, and corners, they hardly hit free agency when they're elite. So if he can be elite at cornerback, hey man, sprinkling a couple practice. He played a couple. Now I'm not saying he playing offense full time. Absolutely not, because the NFL is a different monster. He not gonna make it, even though as Travis Hunter, he could do whatever he want to do. But listen, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. You pick one, you sprinkle in the other one. That's what I think. Now, go to a couple weaknesses. It's only a couple. His frame. He's on the slender side. He's on the slim side. He's only 188, 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? For a boundary corner, it's a little on the slim side. But that's pretty much it. The other issue is that he can't play both positions full time. He's not. I don't think he'll be able to. So, but again, that's a good problem to have. And of course, Champ Bailey and Charles Woodson are guys that he reminds me of. Charles Woodson, Champ Bailey are his player comps that he reminds me of. These guys that went both ways, you know what I'm saying, in college and all that, and were pretty good at both. And they end up having Hall of Fame level careers as a DB.
How about him potentially in the NFC East, Cravante? Because I'm with you. I don't see him going past 3. I mean, potentially in the NFC East. Or if he goes to the Browns, he could be in the AFC North. I mean, having a guy like that on defense wouldn't hurt for the type of quarterbacks you got to go up against potentially.
Absolutely not. I hate it. I hate the idea. I absolutely hate the idea, because I'm looking at it with the Cowboys. You know, there's a wild chance that, let's say, Genty and Travis Hunter could be in the NFC East. It's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. I would hate to have to go up against Travis Hunter, an athlete like that, in the NFC East. But if he goes to the Giants, I still like us because he'll do great things. But as far as him translating to wins, it's a little bit tougher. But him and Malik Nabers will be crazy on offense. Who's throwing on the ball? Who's throwing on the ball? Will it be Wilson? Will it be Winston? Winston or Wilson? Bishop Winston or Pastor Wilson? I don't know which one. But yeah, Malik Nabers and Travis Hunter would be crazy. And I would say on the D, and I would say with the Patriots, him and Gonzo would be crazy as dual cornerbacks. But I with the Giants, the way the moves that they've made, I don't think he's going past 3. I don't think he's going past 3.
We will see. It's very rare we have a player that plays exceptional well, probably ever, on both sides of the ball. So if you haven't already, check out Travis Hunter. But I think this profile told it all. Cravante, any final thoughts on Travis Hunter before we wrap this one up? Because I know there's so many things we could talk about with him. I mean, tackling, the return ability, the speed, the athleticism.
Talk about the return ability. See, listen, you see his speed on film. Like, you don't even have to. He don't have to run a 40. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just me looking at him. He's probably running somewhere in the 4.3s. He's probably somewhere in the 4.3s. Like, if he runs a 4.35, I'm like, oh yep, that's not about right. Like, I think he's sub 4.4. So 4.38, 4.35, probably 4.34. Like, he's probably somewhere in that range. It don't matter It don't even. He has elite speed. We see it, and elite speed on the both sides of the ball. And also as a cornerback, he knows how fast he is, and he can bait a lot of quarterbacks into, because we've seen him do it at in college. Look. What is that? What is that? And at least in the NFL, he could get up and run on that one. But he's elite level, and I think you should put him at a premium position where it's hard to find true athletes that know how to play the position.
One thing he knows how to do is play football, and we will stay tuned and see where Travis Hunter goes. Hello, let us know your thoughts on Travis Hunter. Where does he go? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell, and we'll be back with more Draft Profiles.